78,000 people that's going to get shot a year. So a kid going from 9th grade to 12th grade is going to see over 300 people get shot in 4 years.
After a summer marked by the killing of a lawmaker and a school shooting, gun violence remains a chief concern for many. That's the case for local lawmakers, who hosted a town hall in Crystal to talk about potential solutions for gun violence. So what can be done? In this edition of Newsmakers, State Representative Cedrick Frazier sits down with reporter Kevin Miller about what he learned and what he hopes to have happen in the next legislative session.
I'm here with Representative Cedrick Frazier. Thanks for coming.
Good to be here.
So this week you hosted a gun violence town hall. To start, tell us, why do you want to host that?
Well, it's important. I mean, as you know, we've had some recent tragedies here in our state. Most notably this summer, we've had the gun violence that took the lives of Melissa Hortman, her husband and their dog, and then also the shooting of Senator Hortman and his wife Yvette, which the trauma that their daughter Hope is going through from being there as well, witnessing that. And then we had the mass shootings at Annunciation, and then less than 24 hours before that, there was a shooting not too far from that same area where multiple people were shot as well.
Sure. And what kind of things did you hear from people that showed up to the town hall?
People want action. I mean, I think that's the main thing we're hearing. That's why we're continuing to have these conversations. We're hoping we can spur that sense of urgency and my colleagues across the aisle and anyone that wants to make sure that we can do some things to put things in place around gun safety to save lives.
As we head into this next legislative session, do you have specific bills or ideas that you want to try and implement as the session gets underway?
I mean, some of the things we're going to be working on is creating an entire state-led office of gun violence and violence prevention. So it's kind of going to be kind of like an umbrella of looking at data, looking at policies and programs that work to prevent gun violence and to make sure that we're focusing on the victims that are harmed by this. But also we're looking at increasing the strength of our extreme risk protection order, known as red flag laws, that we already have in place, that it already has shown that it's saving lives. So we know that if we actually put policies in place, we can actually save lives. And then we're looking at bans on assault rifles and high capacity magazines, because we know that this is the weapon of choice for shooters when they want to commit mass killings, and it allows them to inflict mass tragedies, and we want to make sure we can prevent that as much as possible.
Yeah, and you know, there wasn't a special session to discuss gun legislation. As we come into this next session, are you hopeful that you can get some movement from the other side, that you'll be able to get something done this session?
What I can tell you is that I know that the families that have been harmed by these mass tragedies and the communities that continue to be harmed by gun violence will be at the Capitol in full force, pushing all of the legislators to do the right thing and put some policies in place that could save lives. I know my colleagues and in the DFL, we're ready and we're committed to make sure that we're doing something to be responsive to the families that have been harmed by gun violence. And I can tell you that one of the reasons we had that gun violence, another reason that we had the gun violence town hall was we wanted to also show some of the programs that are working, like the extreme risk protection orders and the red flag laws, but also some of the community groups that are out there every day working in communities preventing gun violence as well.
Find more local news stories at ccxmedia.org and follow us on social media.